Grüß euch and welcome to this mountain bike tour here today. We are in the southwestern part of Austria in a region which couldn't be more suitable for mountain biking. The village which is our start and our end point is called Nauders, and we are standing here in front of Burgeis cableway on a parking site, so there is a lot of parking available here for you. Usually when you come here you do it for the bike park which belongs to this cableway here, but we have bigger ambitions here today because we plan to do one of the most famous and most epic tours here in the region, which is called Uina Schlucht. We are talking about a tour which is 71 kilometers in length, and we will do a total climb of 2200 vertical meters. The duration of the tour is estimated to be more than 7 hours here today, and the highest point is 2300 meters above sea level, which makes this tour only doable in midsummer, and the best months I would say is July to September. There is one specialty about this tour. We are starting here in Austria, but our tour will lead us to Italy and also to Switzerland. So I'm not sure if there is any other mountain bike tour where you cover 3 countries with. There's a lot of highlights on this tour, but I would just like to mention 3 of them in order to give you some reference points. The first one is Schwarzer See, which is an impound reservoir which has a sunken village in it. And the highlight here is that you can see the tower of the church of this sunken village. The second reference point is Rifugio Sesvenna, which is a lodge at an altitude of 2300 meters. And for us, this will be the lodge where we would like to have lunch, because it marks the end of the first big climb, and after that there is a lot of downhill sections left. And the last reference point is for this tour, name-giving Uina Schlucht, which is a spectacular gorge, which I'm really looking forward to. This gorge is quite famous because it's part of a lot of Trans-Alp tours, but we are not going to go through this gorge from north to south as it is done with the Trans-Alp tours, but we will do it in the opposite way, which is supposed to be the better direction. Alright, it's quite early here, it's quite chilly, so now let's get on our bikes, let's get moving. The first about 20 kilometers lead us from Nauders to Burgeis. There's almost no incline and most of it is on paved bike lanes, which make it a perfect warm-up for us. Highlight of this first segment is for sure the 2 lakes we ride past. After Burgeis brass band welcomed us, we gathered enough energy to do the first big climb of this tour, which led us all the way up to Rifugio Sesvenna. The first few hundred meters were on a street, and after that a really impressive climb along a gorge, and in the end to a waterfall followed. After having lunch at Rifugio Sesvenna, the most epic section of this tour started. In the beginning on a easy single trail, never steep and almost 100% rideable. And after that through the gorge, where we had to walk our bikes, and in the end again on a very beautiful single trail leading down to River Inn. At certain sites there is signs telling you to walk your bike, and is highly advisable to really do so. Next section starts comfortable as we do more than 10 kilometers along River Inn without any major incline. In the beginning there is even an open air museum with different sculptures. In the end of the section there is the last climb, which is about 700 vertical meters, so keep some energy left for the end. Now, as a reward for all the efforts during the last climb, we now have one last single trail ahead of us. As we are already back at the bike park, there's different options for you now. The one trail we took was a S1 single trail. If it is trail-wise already enough for you, there's also gravel roads which bring you back to our start. Wow, what a tour! I think this has been the most amazing tour I've ever done on my mountain bike so far. Why? Because it had highlights throughout the whole trip. I would just like to mention a few of them. There was this uphill section in the lower part immediately after this small village. I think it was named Burgeis. Went through a gorge and through the forest, which was really beautiful. It was nicely rideable, not too steep. Then we reached this higher plateau, which led us to this waterfall, and here this view to the waterfall and also this walking section where we had to walk our bike was really nice. And then there was the lodge where we had lunch, and then of course this downhill section to Uina Schlucht itself was already really nice, and then the section in the gorge, in the Uina Schlucht, was also very mind-blowing. I haven't seen something like this so far. Down in the valley we had a few kilometers along the river In, which was quite comfortable, and then in the end there was this last climb about 700 meters. Again, we had to walk our bike for approximately the last 100 vertical meters, but it was totally worth it because there was a beautiful lake up there, Schwarzer See or Black Lake, and then these trails which belong to the bike park, which was a grande finale in the end. I think for this tour I cannot give a recommendation to do it with an e-bike because this gorge must be not very comfortable to walk your e-bike through it, and I think it's also very dangerous with a heavy e-bike there. So I hope you liked the tour. If you did so, please give me a thumbs up. If you're interested in other tours, then please visit my channel. There's a lot more to explore. And yeah, see you next time. See you for the next video. Bye. If you scan those QR codes now, you will be directed to the GPS data of the tour on 2 different platforms. If you are looking for direct links, you will find those in the description below the video.